Hey guys, welcome back to another week of Cincy game hunting, and actually gonna call it New England game hunting today, I guess. I'm back out east right now, visiting some of my wife's family, and saw there was a GameStop going out of business. So figured why not sneak over there, see if we can find some deals, see what we get. All right, we found a couple games in there. The sale was only 40% off of the pre-owned stuff and like 10% off of new stuff. I actually wanted to pick up a expansion card, the terabyte expansion card for the Series X, because I figured everything at least would be 10% off, and no, they weren't selling that. They had it in stock and they wouldn't sell it for 10% off. So much for everything's on sale, right? Anyway, picked up 5 games, I believe. First of all, Tales of the Symphonia on the Wii. Pardon me the name of the disc. Tales of Symphonia, the Dawn of the New World. I didn't even know this existed. Cool to find another Tales game that I didn't know about. But yeah, a Wii exclusive, I believe. Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World. Also on a GameStop case, but we'll get over it. We also picked up a Wii U game, Splatoon. Only $3. I actually have a strange variation of this game at home. I found it at a pawn shop, or not a pawn shop, at a thrift store. And it's the United Arab Emirates version. So it works, but I thought it was I wanted to get the North American version just for the heck of it, because it's only $3, so why not? Pick that up for $3. A couple of PS4 games. Left Alive. I don't know much about this one, but the Squaresoft game, and those usually are never steering me wrong, so grabbed that for ended up being $5.99, I think. Not a bad deal on that. Also got Monstrum, which I have never heard of, but it looks like a really creepy survival horror game, and it only ended up being $12 altogether, so Monstrum on the PS4. And here's one that I was a little bummed out about. So, Yakuza Like a Dragon on the Xbox One. Steelbook, but the Steelbook is kind of busted, so bummer on that. But it was only 19 and change, so I dealt with it. I asked him if he could take a couple bucks off, and I think he was going to do it. And then his manager walked back in and said, no, we're just giving him a replacement case. And I'm like, whatever, I'll just take the Steelbook and I'll get a regular case for it later. So anyway, picked up Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'll probably just try to take this back to a GameStop and get a better case for it. And yeah, not too bad, 19 bucks. more than I like to spend on a game, but like I said, that's a game I've been kind of wanting for a while, and it has a free upgrade to the Series X when I do get my Series X, which, by the way, I have enough saved up for it, but I'm now just waiting for one to go on sale at GameStop.com. So fingers crossed the next week or two, but yeah, Series X hopefully soon. All right, it is actually the next day. We were driving back from Rhode Island, and it was a 17-hour drive. It was no joke. Andrew was not feeling it. It was no fun. We ended up stopping at that Goodwill over in Youngstown, Ohio, just outside of, and I grabbed a couple of things real quick. Everything in that Goodwill was scratched. I mean, it didn't matter what game I picked up. They were all, I mean, some were worse than others. But I grabbed 3 games in hopes that I can resurface them and make them usable, or at least tradable to GameStop. So first of all, we got Mario Kart Wii, $22 game if I can get it surfaced back up again. To GameStop, that is. I mean, it's like a $30 to $40 game depending on the week for, you know, what it's worth. But yeah, I figured it's worth the risk. All these games were $4 a piece, so I'll try for them. Mario Kart Wii for $4. We also grabbed New Super Mario Brothers Wii. Once again, $4. Game was scratched, but we'll take a stab at it. I mean, this one looked like it could be resurfaced pretty well. This was about 16, 17 bucks, so I'm down for trying. And last but not least, as you saw on the top there, they had Wii Sports. And this is about a $13 to $15 game depending on when I try to trade it in. This one probably had the worst damage of them all, and I'm hoping that all 3 of these will resurface well. But it is what it is. These, like I said, every game in there was trashed. I was hoping that all those PS1 games down at the bottom were going to be something worthwhile. They're mostly all sports games, and even the ones that were somewhat interesting, scratched up real bad.
And also, I remember when we were at the house, I thought that the Wii Sports Wii, the case was also scratched up too.
Oh yeah, the case is kind of bunged up too, and it's got a little rip on it, but like I said, if it comes to the shove, I'm just going to trade those in disc only to GameStop and get the money for them. All right, quick stop into Goodwill on my way into work, and I grabbed a couple of games. I actually grabbed like 3 or 4 of them off the shelf. Unfortunately, though, one of them was damaged, and one of them I actually already had in my collection. I didn't realize. I have it on PS3. It was Skate 3. I didn't need a 360 version because I already had it, like I said, on PS3. I guess I could have gotten it because I think it's compatible with the Xbox One and, the Xbox Series X, which, by the way, I did finally secure one of those from GameStop, and I guess it's going to be shipping out who knows when, like next month sometime. But yeah, I had enough trade credit finally saved up, so I got a Series X to go with my PS5. Now we got all the current gen stuff locked down. But anyway, I digress. The Skate 3 might have been a good pickup now I think about it, because I probably could have played it on the Series X and it might have been enhanced. I don't know. I didn't look up the specs on it. But anyway, like I said, I usually don't buy games again unless for some reason there's a better version of it. So it is what it is. I moved on. First of all, we picked up 2 games. Dark on the 360. Never heard of this game, but apparently it won a Gaming Excellence Award for Best of the E3 in 2012, so somebody liked it. Yeah, give it a try. A new 360 game that I've never heard of. I like obscure games, so yeah, we'll give it a whirl. Not too bad. Also picked up Minecraft on the 360, and I'm not a big Minecraft guy, but I know this trades well. I think the price charts for around $20 to $25. And I think GameStop gives about $11 for it, or $9 in cash. So I could actually just trade this and get my money back for the 2 of these. So it is what it is. I'm probably going to keep trading, though, because while I did get the Series X, I actually want to trade up enough stuff to get the expansion, the terabyte expansion card for free. Because I don't want to run out of space really quickly, because these newer games are going to be huge, and you're not going to have a lot of space on them. So figure why not? We'll trade up to grab that. All right, so that was a weird experience going into a pawn shop. They were really helpful. They helped me out with a good deal on some games. And as you saw, the one game I grabbed off the shelf was Splatterhouse again. And every game that I got was $3 a piece. So even better deal than the first time I got it. So yeah, if y'all don't know, this is a $50 game. So yeah, grabbing that for $3 is a pretty awesome deal. But it didn't end there. So when I brought it up there and he brought the binder out to put it in the case, I noticed a game on the top of the binder that there was no case for over on the wall. That game was, and we just picked up a version of this last week. New Super Mario Bros. U. But it's the version that has New Super Luigi Bros. U on it. So that's cool. It's disc only, but to grab both of those for $6 combined, totally gonna do that. But when I was going through the binder, I figured, hey, he's got other games in there that don't have, possibly don't have cases. Why don't I see if there's anything else I want? So I had him check to see if this one had a case, and there was no case for this one. Far Cry compilation. Now, I believe I have all the Far Cry games, but this has that special bonus game in it. It's like Blood Dragon or something like that on it. So, pick that up for like $3 as well. That's totally worth it. So I asked if I could go look and see if the case is over there, and the case was not over there. But in my stupidity, I grabbed the case for Just Cause 2, and yeah, for some reason I got Just Cause 2, even though I don't think I really needed it. But they were cutting me such a good deal, I figured why not, I'll just get that too, and I'll use that as a case to transport it. So altogether I paid $12 for 4 games, and 3 of them that I really wanted, and 1 of them that I, for some reason, bought unbeknownst to myself.
Stupid!
Yeah, I have Just Cause 2 on the 360, I don't have it on PS3. But yeah, I might just trade this one in and keep the copy that I got. But I paid $3 a piece for all of them, so there's no losing money in this deal. All right, we stepped real quick into Cash America Pawn, and there weren't too many games on the shelf that I was that interested in. But as you saw, they had a Vita up on the shelf, and they had a price tag for about $103. A little more than I wanted to pay for one. Even though that's a really good price, actually, because I think the Slim model actually goes for around $160. So it actually was a decent price. But I asked them, can you come down on the price at all? How long, has it been there for a little bit? They said, yeah, it's been on the shelf for a while. I can bring it down to $80. And I'm like, that's not a bad deal. But then I noticed on the back of it, where they had been putting the stickers on, there's a bunch of gunk from the stickers on the back. And the back has a touchpad on it, so it needs to be cleaned to be able to make it work right. I asked them if they can clean the back off a little bit, and they got some of it off. I told them, don't worry about it. I don't want them to, scrub too hard and mess the back up. So I figure I can take care of the rest of it myself. And can you knock another $10 off it because I'm gonna have to clean this myself? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. So I ended up getting this for $69. A PS Vita Slim. And backstory, I actually bought a PS Vita on Facebook Marketplace a while back before I started the channel. And I paid $50 for it, and the left thumbstick drifted like a son of a gun, and the start button didn't work. So this one functions perfectly. I tested it out all the way through in the billing. I mean, granted, I couldn't test the game because there was no game for it, but I checked all the functionality of it to make sure it worked good. And yeah, a PlayStation Vita Slim for $69. All right, went into St. Vincent de Paul real quick, and they had a copy of Black Ops 2 on the wall. It was a GameStop case, but who cares? Because these trade for $13 over at GameStop, so every time I find these, they get flipped pretty quickly. But it wasn't the only thing that was in the case. It had the copy of Black Ops 2. Oh, can't see it. And then it also had a copy of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So it was a twofer. I want to say that I've already got this one. I think this may be worthless anyway because it says game disc on it. I'm sure that some of these Xbox 360 games have an installed disc as well. So I'm not sure if this will work or not, but it was a bonus disc. I don't care. And Black Ops 2 will be traded in, I believe, for around $13-14 right now at GameStop. So not bad. All right, guys, last stop of the week, and we snuck over to a Goodwill over on the west side, and they had a good chunk of games in there. I ended up putting back the DS games that I saw because I come to find that console games that get ported to the DS tend to be underwhelming. I don't know if that Transformers game was actually a port, but I looked at the back and it just kind of looked bad. I don't know what else to say about that. But we did pick up 2 games. First of all, Bully on the Wii, which I didn't know was a thing. I have it on the PS2, but this is like the Scholarship Edition, which I guess adds a bunch of things to it. I had noticed that the Xbox 360, I believe, had this Scholarship Edition, and I thought about trying to grab that, but I have not found it for a decent price yet, so I'm going to try this one out and see how it plays on the Wii. So, like I said, did not know this is a Wii port, but I saw it on the wall and figured I'd grab it. Everything at this Goodwill, like I said, was $5 a piece, so $5 for Bully. We also grabbed a PS4 game, Guilty Gear XRD Revelator. I don't have any Guilty Gear games, so I don't know anything about this, but it looks like a fighting game, and I'm down to try it. It's only $5, and that's the price is right for that, and I was surprised at how many PS4 games they had on the shelf over there, because usually if there are any PS4 games in the thrift stores over here, they're usually just like 3 copies of FIFA and a copy of Madden. So to find an actual non-sports game at the thrift store was actually pretty cool. So yeah, Guilty Gear XRD Revelator on the PS4. 2 games, $10. Nice way to end up the week. Guys, thanks again as always for coming out and checking out the video. I appreciate you guys each week coming by and commenting and liking on the videos. And guys, as always, stay safe out there. And until next time, keep hunting.